Hello, everybody. This is Kara Johnstad, voice visionary and founder of Voice Your Essence. And it's so good to be back with you here today. I'm sitting in my Berlin studio and excited to share with you something that's very important to me. And it's called voice yoga. Now, I have been on the path for a long time and really experienced and explored as a singer many ways to dive into the voice. And then I went into songwriting and found a way to connect to my inner voice. And then, of course, I spent years in meditation and doing energy work and body work and discovered ways to open up our instrument, my instrument at that time, and then went into many, many years of having clients and teaching and coaching. And so I've recently put all this wisdom together and all these exercises together, and I'm playing with something I call voice yoga. So Rumi said, I have been a seeker and I still am. But I stopped asking the books and the stars. I started listening to the teaching of my soul. And yoga is an ancient art based on a harmonizing system of development for the body, mind, and spirit. So what is voice yoga? All things of soul have a voice. Life sings. The moment we are able to listen to our soul, our body begins to share its ancient wisdom. In the practice of voice yoga, the ultimate aim is one of self-development and realization. Our soul has a frequency. And listen closely, and then you can learn to tune it. If you feel out of sorts, not in alignment with the truth, you need to use the voice to reharmonize. If you feel sadness, you can use the voice to release and heal. If you feel ecstasy, you can use the voice to shower the world with laughter. So voice yoga gives you tools to rebalance your instrument. And this rebalancing of your instrument, finding peace within yourself, also brings peace and balance to our world. Through sound, you can enter different planes of consciousness. Through sound, you attract abundance into your life. Through sound, you inspire others. We reach out into the world through sound. We heal through sound. We connect through sound. We design our lives through sound. Well-being can also be described as sound mind, sound body. Voice yoga gives you tools to rebalance and tune your instrument. Voice yoga is a path of realization. It purifies and creates sound body and sound mind. Voice yoga introduces you to the mystery of the universe. When you materialize breath into conscious tone, you are at one, a tone. Louis Kalayani wrote in The Joy of Phonetics and Accents, sound has a profound effect on the senses. It can be both heard and felt. It can even be seen with the mind's eye. It can almost be tasted and smelled. Sound can evoke responses of the five senses. Sound can paint a picture, produce a mood, trigger the senses to remember another time and place. From infancy, we hear sound with our entire bodies, and when I hear my own name, I have as much a sense of entering my body through my back or my hand or my chest as through my ears. Sound speaks to the sensorium, the entire system of nerves that stimulates sensual response. Voice yoga takes us on this journey. Through awareness of breath and tone, we can connect the vibrations of our body and the crystalline quality of our mind. Through sound, we can open our heart. Through sound, we are liberated. Health is a natural condition. When sickness occurs, it is a sign that nature has gone off course because of a physical or mental imbalance. The road to health for everyone is through moderation, harmony, and a sound mind and sound body. Justin Gardner, Sophie's World. So why use the term sound mind and sound body to describe health? Because in the beginning there was sound, and the universe was created from sound. One big, beautiful story we are. And our universe was filled with diversity, and conversations are the fabric that hold our life and our lives together. And poetry and song are the verses that hold our hearts together. The world is created from our words. The following components can be found as part of the voice yoga practice. Breath. Without breath, there is no life. Without breath, there is no tone. All voice yoga practices use the awareness of breath to help connect to the moment where breath meets sound. With breath, we give and receive life. The more awareness we give to opening and deepening our breath, the more we can tap into huge fields of energy. And the more life energy we have, the more alive we become. Sound. Sound is the beginning of all creation. It is said that sound gives birth to all creations, and sound is everywhere. Take a moment to listen. You might hear the wind, a cat, a bird, cars, a voice singing. Listen to the sounds that surround you every day. Can you find beauty in those sounds? Are you surrounded by the noise of a workplace, of which you sense that it's causing you harm? How can we move from harmful sounds to harmony through the use of sound? And tone, extended sound becomes tone. In the simplest definition, tone is sound in time. Toning requires us not only to produce sound, but consciously create a certain sound, enabling us to consistently repeat the tones for a certain length of time. Each tone has a frequency or pitch that can be measured and repeated. It also allows us to begin to understand harmony. When we move from sound to tone, we can begin adding other instruments such as piano and guitar, harmonium. So we want to feel very much at home with the root tone and then begin adding layers of long tones, extended at ones, extended tones. Victor Zuckerkandl wrote, "Every tone is an event. A tone contains limitless possibilities. Musical tones are conveyors of life force. Hearing music means hearing an action of forces." So seed syllables. One can think of poetry and books as a garden. Just think about how many books you've read, how many books there are, how many words surround you, how many poems do you have close to your heart. And these are the garden, yet where are the seeds for all the words that we know? And these can be found in seed syllables. And different cultures have different seed syllables, yet all capture the essence of moving from sounds to tone into language. Seed syllables have the open, round, feminine quality of the vowels merged with the closed male aspect of consonants. The beauty of learning and singing seed syllables is that you can tune your body, mind, spirit and discover the beauty not only of a, e, o, u, but also sounds like y, l, r, z, s. Let yourself feel sounds vowels and consonants. L, m, r, b, p, t, s, k, And these seed syllables then lead into powerful words and invocations. So have you ever noticed, that's very fascinating, that the word invocation contains the word vocation. So invocation contains the word vocation, which means calling. Vocare, from voice. So actually your work in this life should be your inner calling. What are your gifts? What can you give to this world? Listen to that inner voice and bring that inner voice and all your desires and dreams and talents through the voice out into this world. Now, this doesn't mean that you will be a singer. This means that you will share your life in dance and song. Now, you can be a baker who's singing, or you can be a business person who's bringing his voice out in powerful conversations. And you can be a beautiful mother who is singing soft lullabies to keep your child healthy and well and happy. And you can be a wondrous healer who is healing through tones. You can do many, many things through words. Like many spiritual cultures, at Voice Yoga, we will make use of the above principles in our daily practices. For example, through the repetition of mantras, the recitation of prayers, the use of ritual chants, and above all, the practice of silence, the emitting of the aforementioned forms of sounds, where you can really dive deeper into listening in if the sound that you have been chanting or the sounds that you have been materializing when you then go into that deep silence are still with you, resonating and reverberating in your bones, through your skin. I want to leave you with this quote from the great Albert Einstein, who also very much not only loved science, but he was a musician and loved music. And he said, "Nothing that I can do will change the structure of the universe, but maybe by raising my voice, I can help the greatest of all causes, goodwill among men and peace on earth." So thank you so much for joining me here today at the Voice Your Essence podcast. If you'd like to have these podcasts, articles, free gifts, sheet music, all that stuff delivered straight to your inbox, feel free to come to karajohnstad.com. That is KARAJOHNSTAD.com. Opt in the moment we have a beautiful guided meditation waiting for you, and one of my most downloaded songs ever, which is called Thank You. And I will be happy to get those gifts off to you in a jiffy, and you'll become part of a growing community so that we can all stay in touch with each other. And if you're on social media, just come to facebook.com/voiceyouressence, or come to my official site, which is facebook.com/karajohnstad.official. I'm also on twitter.com, LinkedIn, Google+, and having a fantastic time in the moment over on Pinterest, where you will also find the podcast. And I am uploading excerpts from the new Kara Sutra book for Singers on the Path. And also, yes, it's a crazy time, I'm uploading some studio sessions from the Moon and Capricorn album, which is currently in production, and I'm going to be flying into Rome very soon to continue working on it. So there's a lot happening, and that's good, because like Albert Einstein said, perhaps by raising our voices and perhaps by meditating and connecting with our inner peace and our balance, we can create goodwill among men and women and peace on this earth. So until we meet out there, please leave me comments, share, write me your thoughts, and stay gold. Bye-bye.